Welcome to Aldine. I'm a representative from the Multilingual Department, and today I'm going to share with you some important information that will help you here in Aldine Independent School District. Who are we? We are located in the northern part of Houston. Take a look at the map. If you have ever been to Bush Intercontinental, you have been in Aldine. You can see the red area represents our school district. Our Aldine Independent School District vision is that all students will receive a dynamic and unparalleled education that guarantees choices and opportunities today and in the future. Our mission is that we will provide a rigorous and enriching educational experience that prepares every student for success in college, career, and life. This is who we are statistically. As you can see, we are 111 square miles. We have 81 campuses, over 9,000 employees, close to 4,000 teachers. We are 92% economically disadvantaged, 48% emergent bilinguals, 75% of our students are Hispanic, 22% are African American, and we have 61 spoken languages in our district. These are our demographics as of May 2024. We also have included in this slide a symbol that represents Aldine's strategic priorities. You can see that our strategic priority starts with students first in the center. Then we have aligned systems, instructional excellence, and thriving teams surrounding our students. Let's dig a little bit deeper into our demographics. As of May 30th, 2024, we have 57,950 students enrolled in our district. 27,936 of those students are emergent bilinguals. That's 48%. Now that you know that almost half of our students are emergent bilinguals, I want to take a look at our multilingual vision framework. So, this will help you as an educator as you're serving emergent bilinguals. Keep this in the forefront of your mind. Aldine Independent School District will provide academically rigorous and culturally relevant instruction that accepts, embraces, and respects cultural and linguistic diversity and prepares all students to be effective communicators with the skills and knowledge needed to succeed in a diverse global community. Our goal for multilingual learners is biliteracy. Take a look at this symbol here. You can kind of see that we also have student learning in the center, and then around are our main components: biliteracy development and sheltered instruction, culturally responsive practices, and equitable and diverse practices. Here are our multilingual beliefs. In Aldine, we believe in biliteracy development and sheltered instruction practices when teaching all content areas, and educational opportunities that are equitable and representative of the diversity of the district, and that our students' diverse backgrounds and experiences are valuable. These beliefs were recommended and aligned to the pillars of dual language. So I want you to think of three words whenever you think of emergent bilinguals. How can I help them in content? How are they developing in language? And their cultural background. How are our students? How do they learn? How are they like? These are three words that will help you as a teacher when you're serving our emergent bilinguals. In Aldine Independent School District, we are transitioning from a transitional bilingual program to a one-way dual language program. So as of 24-25 school year, we have one-way dual language from pre-K to fourth grade. We do have some campuses that have a two-way dual language program. And then this year, our fifth grade is still a transitional bilingual program, and we do have a Vietnamese bilingual program as well. We have ESL pre-K to 12th grade. When you receive access to this presentation, you'll be able to click on the pictures to go in deeper into resources. So if you click on this, this is an actual toolkit website that is full of resources that will help you to better understand the Multilingual Services Department. The whys. So in 1920s and between 1960s, it was a sink or swim policy. It was all English immersion. And then in the 60s, we had the Civil Rights Act and the Bilingual Education Act, which helped establish federal policies for bilingual education for our students. As you can see, in the 1970s and 80s, many court cases helped establish more policies to help emergent bilinguals. Here are just a few of them. In the 2000s, No Child Left Behind was put into place. And then in 2015, the most current policies that were put into place is the Every Student Success Act. In fact, in Texas, we support English learners by ensuring that Chapter 89, which is the policy of the state that declares that every student in the state who has a primary language other than English and who is identified as an English learner shall be provided a full opportunity to participate in bilingual education or English as a second language. Multilingual services. In Aldine, we concentrate on compliance and we also have the instructional and assessment side. According to Chapter 89, we are required to provide bilingual education and English as a second language programs and operate through a language proficiency assessment or LPAC committee. LPAC committee has requirements and responsibilities. This committee includes a bilingual certified teacher, an ESL certified teacher, a parent of an emergent bilingual student, and a campus administrator. Decisions are made, and I'll go into detail in the next slide. So they recommend placement for emergent bilinguals to programs. They monitor instruction to make sure linguistic accommodations are put in place and interventions. And they also make assessment decisions in accordance to the administrative procedures established by TEA. So they must make assessment decisions on individual student basis, work as a committee to make decisions, and maintain required documentation. Here's a great visual that'll help you to understand the LPAC. They identify, they place the student, they monitor. Students may reclassify, but they continue to monitor those students, and then eventually they become a former emergent bilingual student. Now let's talk about instruction and assessment. What are the ELPs? Texas has placed standards for us to use. They're called the English Language Proficiency Standards, federally required instructional standards designed to ensure emergent bilinguals are taught English to be academically successful. ELPs are also used to create language objectives based on students' proficiency levels. What is TELPAS? Texas English Language Proficiency Assessment System. It is a federally required assessment program designed to measure the annual progress for EBs in learning the English language. Here are the nuts and bolts. The ELPs are used in foundation and enrichment in instruction in all content areas for kinder through 12th grade, and the TELPAS assesses the kinder through 12th grade emergent bilinguals. So the ELPs and the TELPAS encompass the following: 4 language domains and the 4 proficiency levels. I'll go into detail later. So, who takes this TELPAS test? All emergent bilingual students, kinder through 12th grade, including those whose parents decline bilingual or ESL services. If a student has a disability and they're in the special education program, the ARD committee and the LPAC committee will have to come together in conjunction to make decisions that is best for the individual student. How do we use TELPAS? At the beginning of the year, you should analyze your TELPAS data for your students. This will help you to know how to plan for your students. We use TELPAS results to set learning goals for EBs, keep teachers, parents, and students aware of annual progress in learning English, inform instructional planning and dual language bilingual ESL programs, reclassification decisions, report performance to the public, evaluate programs, resources, and staffing patterns, and evaluate districts and campuses and federal and state accountability for monitoring indicators. Let's talk about the language domains and proficiency level descriptors. In order to understand when and how we will use our PLDs, we need to remember our four language domains: listening, speaking, reading, and writing. For assessment purposes, the second language acquisition domains of listening and speaking, reading, and writing are defined as follow. So, listening, the ability to understand spoken language, comprehend and extract information, and follow social and instructional discourse through which information is provided. For speaking, the ability to use spoken language appropriately and effectively in learning activities and social interactions. Reading, the ability to comprehend and interpret written text at the grade appropriate level. And writing, the ability to produce written text with content and format to fulfill grade appropriate classroom assignments. The definitions are not tied to academic, but to communication skills that second language learners need in order to use English language as an effective medium for grade level academic instruction. The PLDs, or the proficiency level descriptors, define the progression of the four stages of second language acquisition. These levels are beginning, intermediate, advanced, and advanced high. The PLDs describe how well emergent bilinguals at each proficiency level are able to understand the use of English to engage in grade appropriate academic instruction. There are separate PLDs for each language domain. Here are a few more notes for the PLDs. They're important for linguistic accommodated instruction. They help students at each of the four proficiency levels need in order to engage in grade level instruction. They're a resource to determine the linguistic accommodations to provide. As students progress from one proficiency level to the next, they gain more and more English and need fewer linguistic accommodations. Teachers who internalize the PLDs understand what a student can comprehend and communicate in English. They are also able to better sequence and scaffold instruction to help student acquire the English abilities to the next proficiency level. Before we end, I would like to read this quote to you. It is time to stop seeing English proficiency as a prerequisite to success and fully embrace multilingual learners for the journey of learning the real content in schools in ways that engage and support all learners. Only then will we be able to provide a full range of equitable and meaningful opportunities to all. At the center of our work are all students in Aldine ISD. We support them by supporting the schools and the students' families. If we keep students in the center, then the decision that we are making together center around the most important people in our district. It is about providing the best instruction to all, which will require supporting all how they need to be supported. I would like to thank you for listening to this presentation today. Um, Here in the multilingual department, we have lots of supports to give to you. So if you ever need to request support from our department, you can ask your LPAC administrator to reach out to us. I want to thank you for today, and I hope you have a wonderful day.